into the ring.
If I get somebody in here, I am going to be on my phone. I think most of the people that I know and share a lot of viewers in common with are all on. Yeah, it looks like everybody's on tonight. Oh, and the coin box is still going on. That also makes sense. I forgot it was Wednesday. It usually doesn't take this long. The arena doesn't shut down before I get somebody. It's not that big of a deal, but I'm very lazy. There we go. Hopefully they don't leave. Okay, there's Joe too. Cool. Can't decide if I want to do another day of no projectiles or not. Oh, that was... Okay, Aiden. I'm debating if I should try to do something interesting or just get rid of him. Now that Joe's here, I don't need him here. I think I'm just gonna get rid of him. It's, yeah. We'll see if he stays around. If you're here, Aiden, stop taunting. There's no reason for it. Especially when you're not winning. There's definitely no reason. Even if you were trying to be toxic, it's like you're failing miserably at it. So
3, 2, 1, go!
I thought I was gonna be able to scoop you up. I shouldn't have tried. Of course you landed the counter. Oh, okay, I thought I did up tilt, but I guess I did forward tilt. I hate that you get to reach me with that far more than it should. Is this Tekken music? I feel like it is. I don't know why I try to land with Nair there. I should know you're just gonna do another smash attack. Oh, you do? Hey, what's up, him? Yep. Again, I need to stop landing where you are because it's obviously what you're gonna do. You're gonna fade back. You're gonna throw out a smash attack. You're gonna throw out another one. It's a mech. That's what you do. It's constant hitboxes. I get no benefit for trying to challenge it. Anyway, how you doing, Em? Yeah. Might be. Hey, what's up, man? Welcome. All I really ask is that you're not toxic. Let's have a good time. You know, everybody's here to have fun. Finals, though? Oh, yeah. High school's schedule is different. Joe, come on, hurry up. I don't know if you were, maybe it was the internet, but it looked like you were just sitting in the results screen for a bit. I mean, thankfully, you know, my finals are done. I'm done with school for now. What I mean? I threw my boomerang when I started my jump. But your hitboxes are already there. Hop on Fortnite? I'm good, and Fortnite is not my type of game. I'd much rather play Smash. Yo, why would you come in and drive? Or not drive, grab. Oh, really? See what I mean with just constant hitboxes, Joe? You missed 3 smash attacks in a row. What was the next thing you did? Another smash attack. Why? I mean, I know why. It's Mac. You get away with that far too often. What skin? Oh, that dude. Like I said, I don't keep up with Fortnite. The only reason I know anything about it is because of you guys talking about it in the Discord. Who is Joe? I don't know. Some lame nerd that plays Mac. Imagine if this wasn't you, Joe, and then I'm just talking shit on somebody that I don't actually know. I feel bad. But since it is you, I... No. All Macs may mash alike, but you're mashing the same way that Joe would. So the evidence is in my favor. It's fun though. I don't know. I don't like Battle Royale games. I get really bored really quick. There's just... the novelty of playing as Goku or Naruto or something wears off after about halfway through the first match, and then I'm bored. Like I said, it's the same reason why I don't play like Call of Duty anymore. I played way too many shooters as a kid, and most of the time the only reason why I would get them would be for like the zombies mode, and I'd only play them with my friends online. Offline, either I'd get mad or I'd get bored. Most of the time, both of them pretty quick. So there's no appeal for me there. Also, I'm not paying $60 every year for a Call of Duty that's the same as the last one, just slightly different weapons. It's the same thing as like well, I don't play sports games, but like a FIFA or a Madden or something. I'm not paying fucking $60 for the exact same thing. Other than maybe a character updates every like 4 years or something. But So even Splatoon, like I enjoyed it for being slightly different from most shooters. Still technically it is a shooter. But I never bought the second one or the third one. I played the first one, it was fun for like 2 weeks. Played it with my friends and then we kind of just hopped on to the next game because it wore off the novelty of being a new game. And I've not ever really had the urge to go back to it. I don't know, like I said, there's no real appeal there for me to go and download Fortnite and learn how to play. I won't lie, I'm absolute trash at Fortnite. Most shooters I'm not good at. But I don't think that's a product of me not enjoying it as much. It's more of just me not enjoying it means I'm not good at them. Since I never played. I don't know. GG's, Joe. I mean, honestly, I don't... Right now, I have a little bit more time, but I don't have that much time to invest in a new game, really. Other than the little bit that I get to stream, usually I'm too busy. I may or may not get a job this year with school. I don't technically need to, but I got not necessarily an offer, but like the manager asked me to look into it and apply if I was interested. Essentially, it's a job at the VA office at school, and it works around my work schedule, and it's tax-free because it's part of my VA benefits. From what he made it sound like, essentially it would just be like doing paperwork, helping new students enroll and stuff in the VA, like just essentially assisting the office with their paperwork. And like, honestly, we're not that busy, so most of the time you can probably just do your homework. I might pick that up. It's minimum wage, but it's tax-free, so. That, I mean, if it's part-time and it schedules around my school schedule, being at the school as well, that might make it a little bit easier. The main thing I was worried about was being overloaded with a full-time job in school. But the streams may suffer a little bit if I do that, because obviously I'll have to work a little bit. I need to start saving money for the wedding.
Way to go, man! You're the champ, baby!
Okay. No projectile leak, but I think I'm gonna try to resist the urge to throw boomerangs sometimes. Sometimes, not the entire time. Like that there, that should be hitting you. Oh, okay, that still hit me. Somehow that still hit. I tried to grab you. I tried the get up attack, but it didn't come out. Okay. GG's, Joe. Yeah, so it's really fucking cold in my house right now, for whatever reason, even though I have the heater on. I think it was my mom, but yeah, close enough. Look, Joe, when it's a Mac, that's what I have to do. I'm not playing your game. We saw what happens when I do that. I lose. Anyway. So what I was saying, it's cold as hell in here. For some reason, the heater's not taking on as much as I would like, even though I have it set to like 75 or 76. And this just so happens to be the easiest long sleeve to slip on. I have my sweaters and stuff, but, you know, I'm kind of being lazy. And they're a little bit more annoying to try to slip on. That wasn't supposed to be a boomerang, but I guess boomerang is what we're doing. That beat out my forward air. Wolf broken. 2 OP. Damn it, I thought you would go just a little bit closer. Hey, what's up, username? Appreciate the lurk, man. Oh, okay, that had a hitbox there. Interesting. What? How did I mess that up? Alright. No worries, Joe. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out for a minute. Appreciate it. I was behind you, sir. I don't know how that fucking dash attack hit me time. I call shenanigans.
You're good, but I'm better.
Gee. You get readjusted every time. Risky. Is this the stage? Or is this for my YouTube? I'm hearing Persona music for some reason. And I don't like that. Hey, thanks for the sub, Ty. How you doing, man? Stage? Okay. I was like, I don't want this to be in my YouTube recommends, but it probably would be because of him. I'm gonna be honest, that was a bit of a weird interaction because what I wanted didn't buffer, and then what I didn't want did buffer, it just happened to work. Oh, good patience. That was stupid. I didn't think it was actually gonna hit you. But you know what? I'll take it. Ah, Nope, still alive. Back throw would have been more optimal there. But, okay. I've got this as long as I don't... I was gonna say, as long as I don't get too greedy and do something stupid. GG's time. Oh boy, get ready for some jank. Not the jank I was expecting, but still jank, yes. Arguably worse jank.
3,
Maybe.
2, 1, go!
How did you grab me under you? Can I land against Sora? Thank you. I don't know why F-Tilt didn't come out earlier. That delay did not help me. Oh, why didn't you... Hey, what's up, Cade? Welcome. All I really ask is that you're not toxic, man. Have a good time. I was gonna say, why didn't you side beat, Ty? You definitely could have. Yeah, there's no getting out of that one. Even if I did, I probably wouldn't have been able to actually recover. Time to farm. Well, if you're good, you're good. As long as you're not a jackass about it. That was a good spot dodge, or air dodge. I honestly didn't think you were going to be able to. That was stupid and didn't deserve to happen. Can't really punish your area too much. God, really? I need to pay attention to which spell you have more. I really don't. GG's, Ty. I don't know, I think you got maybe a little too greedy there at the end. I feel like you could have ended that a couple times. I don't know, Sword is still weird for me to deal with. I say it every time I fight him, but I can't really keep his hitboxes pictured right in my head. Fantastic start. Okay, I guess I'm, you know, going over here for whatever reason. Damn it. Yep. That was supposed to be a fastball in the air, but it wouldn't have done any better. But yeah, I knew as soon as that came out I was gonna get punished for it. Again with your dash attack hitting me when I'm behind you. Oh, okay, I guess I'm going over here now. Today's been a weird one for some of these interactions. I guess we'll just rinse and repeat. I don't know. I was gonna say that should kill Wolf. Yeah, I have a lot of rage at 170, but I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. Wow, just an up tilt. Okay. GG's. Actually, you know what? I've been doing this every time. It's always the left hand is hard for me to do because of the positioning. You guys don't have to wait for me. Go ahead and start. Fantastic. Okay, Steve. which does not bode well for me. I struggle with Steve in general, like most people. But if he's any good, that's just going to be an extra annoying thing to deal with. I mean, I guess Steve isn't... He's fairly light, so at least a good up smash on a shield should kill. See, now as long as Time plays it smart, he should be fine. Since there's actually some pressure for Steve to have to approach, instead of just kind of mine and play passively. I mean, Time's still being fairly aggressive, but he doesn't have to. Oh, cool. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. I didn't think it would reflect the minecart. Will it do it whenever he hits shield and grabs? Like if he lets go right when he hits shield? Or will it grab through it? I don't know. I would assume it would still reflect, but I wouldn't be surprised if it wouldn't. Just because of different properties that they like to put for that. I really need to look into the rules for minecart. You can land back in it, win power rail and all that. I honestly don't know much of any of it. And every time I fight a Steve, it gives me a lot of trouble trying to have to figure out how the move works while fighting it. I guess that just means I need to play against Steve more, but... Okay, so it still will reflect even with him in it. That's a nice thing to have, I guess, if you have a reflector. Nice to know that if your Steve has a habit of minecarting out of the corner, you at least have an answer to it. Surprise, no grab. Yeah, it was a good attempt. I mean, he had the right idea, he just didn't have it spaced properly. He called out the jump. Good attempt, Time. You're doing good. Oh, interesting. Another Link. Do I either want the Link Ditto and all the janky nonsense that comes with it, or Steve, who, like I said, I struggle with?
2, 1, go!
I guess Steve. I can't get better at the matchup if I don't fight him. A lot of up smash. Interesting choices. I mean, I guess it might work sometimes, but run up smash is not necessarily my ideal approach method with Link. I'm kind of surprised that went through minecart. I mean, it has a lot of power, but I don't trust dash attack that much. It's been like no use of Nair whatsoever. This might be the only Link that I've seen recently that doesn't Nair. It seems like not as many as when I first started streaming. I still get some every now and then, but no, not anymore. Whenever I first started, there used to be a lot more Links where I would play people and they would switch to Link. I don't know if it's like, oh, let me just beat you with your own character, or they just actually wanted to play Link or main them, but I have noticed it's decreased. That was an unfortunate misinput, but it happens. You never get Links to join? Maybe it's just because the name, you know? Like they assume correctly that it's a Link. Yeah, I mean, it works. It conveys a purpose. And it just happens to be a stupid name that I can use. Like I said, I understand it's not a very original name. I stole it from a friend of mine, who I'm sure stole it from many other random places online or wherever. Well, stole is a harsh word. More like appropriated. See, you're not necessarily in the wrong here. I know a lot of people would say, like, why are you letting Steve mine? But the more I play the matchup, the more I feel like I do better if I just kind of wait back with bomb placements, boomerang, and I don't use arrow as much, but still, if I'm not getting forced to approach, essentially. It's just a matter of once Steve does get a lead, that's where it kind of goes downhill, because that's not gonna work anymore. It'll still work, but I won't get anywhere doing it. It's a shame Link's moves take so long to come out. Because that happens to me a lot too, where I'll throw something out before they roll. Or like when I see them roll. And then they're able to get up and attack me half the time before mine comes out. Not necessarily roll, I don't remember if that's what he did in this example, but just for an example. Interesting. Good job jumping over minecart. I didn't know you were going to be able to do that. Like I said, I don't really have the best input on this matchup in the first place. Well, at least I didn't get punished too bad. Okay, I guess that said no to up B. Feel bad for Aid. It's just back-to-back links. I know most people don't enjoy that. Granted, he's playing speed, so similar mindset, but I don't think I have the patience to play Steve, honestly.
3, 2, 1, go!
That's not what I wanted. That's unfortunate. Oh my god, I keep doing that instead of Z-dropping. I don't know why I tried to back air there. Yeah, okay. Couldn't really do much there. See what I mean? Like everything takes forever to come out. Yep, yep. Shouldn't air dodge in. Every time, minecart has just beat out whatever option I'm trying to do. again, I shouldn't be jumping there. I should expect minecart and just stay grounded. I say that with every Steve, not just this one. GG's. But I do it. It's such a habit to just jump and Z drop or jump and start a boomerang. And I get hit for it a lot. I need to wait. Essentially, play as if he is always going, not you specifically, just Steve in general. Play as if Steve is always going to throw out minecart. Because a lot of the time, if I would just anticipate minecart, I wouldn't be busy throwing out boomerang in a situation that's not going to work, or trying to forward hop, forward air, and full hop to preemptively catch something he's doing, because it's not gonna work. He's gonna win out in those exchanges. Minecart's interesting, but it's definitely my single biggest problem with Steve. That wasn't a good match in the first place. As an SD on his end, and I kind of just got blanking on the word. Antsy, I guess. Wasn't really thinking about what I was doing instead of just air dodging out of habit. But at least it wasn't just me. Anyway, point being, I need to anticipate minecart, especially from the ledge. A lot of the time, I don't want to say neutral because it's not really neutral with Steve, but like that. He's gonna stay in the corner there and mine, and then keep mining. And then he's going to keep mining some more, and then when you start to come forward to try to apply some kind of pressure, if he needs to get out of the corner fast, there's going to be a minecart. And then he's going to go back to doing it. Minecart again. Yep. I'm not necessarily saying you're doing it wrong, it works, but it is frustrating that I know what's coming and I don't know how to deal with it. He baits you to chase him, minecart's back on stage, waits for you to pressure, baits minecarts again. That's 90% of the game plan here. And then Steve's got his combos when he gets up close, so it's not like he has to rely on minecart. It's just a good tool. That's what I was saying, which I didn't do at all. I didn't even bother trying to outcamp. But I feel like with Link, we'd have to play smart, and we have to not camp, because if you camp, you're gonna get caught with minecart. If you're too busy throwing out your own moves, he's gonna be able to get through that. But we definitely got to play more reserved and patient. Which, I mean, that's kind of the thing for a lot of Link's matchups. He really sucks at having to approach, because there are some characters that Link's kind of slow. So if I have to approach, usually they're either going to be able to stuff it out, or if it's another projectile character, I'm going to have a hard time getting through the projectiles. Card again. Yeah. I feel like on paper, this isn't the worst matchup for Link. But if you're not really patient, it can go bad pretty quick. Which I feel like is most people with Steve, honestly. Whenever they get frustrated by not being able to punish Steve, or the mining is applying some kind of pressure to make people think I have to approach now. That's exactly what Steve wants. Approach me, make all the mistakes, let me find an opening, and then he's got a good combo game once he gets it. You don't want to approach me? Okay, I'll gather resources and then occasionally toss out a minecart or just run the time down. Like I said, I've never been in the camp to think, oh, Steve's simply just too broken. He's got some annoying skill sets, but at the end of the day, just get better. It's your fault if you lose to the same thing over and over again, regardless of how broken it is. At least in Smash Ultimate, I feel like there's an answer for most things. You just have to find it. I don't agree with the idea of let's just ban this character because nobody knows how to fight him. And I don't want to learn kind of thing. Granted, I didn't play 4 or Brawl competitively. I don't know how bad Bayonetta and Meta Knight were in their prime. But it's just never been my type of thinking. I'm not just gonna ban a character because I can't beat him. That just sounds like either you need to get better, or if the character's really that good, play the character. The only thing I will agree with in that kind of sense is some specific moves might need to be toned down a bit. It's not necessarily Steven specific, but like I'm not a fan of things like KO Punch or Super Armor in the first place, so moves that heavily rely on that or just insta-kill you, I don't like. Especially not in a competitive sense, because you can be getting your ass kicked. Like, most of the match, you win one neutral interaction and combo into your one-hit kill option, and it's like, okay, you were getting outplayed 90% of the time. You won once, now we're even. That kind of thing. That's what I don't like. Oh, just you wait time. I will make that statement untrue. Because I will not change how I was playing at all. That's my specialty. It doesn't work, I try it again. And it still doesn't work. But eventually, on the 6th or 7th try, you'll never expect me to do the same stupid option. It might work once. A little bit of lag coming on too. I don't know from whose end or how that's affecting the matchup. It might make it a little bit harder for Steve to shield bomb. Actually, it's a good idea to leave. I don't do it. Leave bomb there. Leave that pressure. That's something else I need to do in general. I do it with a lot of other characters to get their recoveries. But as far as an actual trap and pressure pool too, I need to start placing bomb on stage in places. And just kind of leaving it there, or having a plan after I throw it to follow up with a grab or something. And that's probably it. I think that was a misinput, but I don't know if you would have made that back, if Anvil would have hit or not. GG's, you did better though. the issues that Smash does have, there is a lot of jank and just nonsense in it. I still feel like it's a fairly well-balanced game for how many characters are in it. And I gotta recognize that that's at least a fairly impressive thing for Nintendo to pull off. With a game of 70 or 80 characters, up until you get to the top level, you can realistically do pretty well with almost any of them. I'd say it wasn't until the DLC that it started getting a little ridiculous with some of the moves, but you gotta make the money. Dr. Mario got second. See, I mean, I feel like Dr. Mario, for being as low tier as he is, which I don't really put a whole lot of stock in tier list at certain points. There are worse characters in the game, and there are better ones, but his big downfall is his recovery, right? And as far as his neutral, his combos, all that, it's kind of like a Mac. If you can manage to not get thrown off stage, you should do fine. And at least he's got more options than some of them. His up B is just ridiculously bad. That's what I'm saying though, is like, it's, for the most part, if you play really well, you can do well with most of the characters. You might have to try harder than somebody else playing another character, but it's not one of those games where, like, if you're not playing one of 3 characters, a good luck kind of thing. That's what I said, like, especially for a game that has 70 characters versus a lot of fighting games, maybe what, 15, 20 at post? One thing to remember, it's risky, but if you know he's gonna amble, up air will beat amble. Doesn't exactly make as much sense, I'm not gonna question it though, but just something to kind of keep in the back of your mind. If he would have got back in minecart, would it have went backwards? Like that? It's gonna be hard, but if you play smart, Ty, you might be able to bring this back. Just gotta look again. Look out for minecarts. You hesitated there, didn't you? Because I think you should have been able to punish that, but that hesitation. I mean, it wasn't gonna kill, but at least, you know, you wouldn't have gotten killed for it. But I understand, because of that exact reason. If you didn't punish it, you were dead.
3, 2, 1, go!
damn. Oh, wow, okay. You were able to act before me. I thought I was gonna catch you going up. Oh, I didn't think that was gonna get me. Like I said, I know it's lame, but this is my best option against Steve. Yeah. I mean, it might be pretty lame, but that's kind of my best game plan against Steve. It only takes a couple real interactions from Steve to turn this around. Ah, damn, he got to do that twice in a row. Oh, GG's. Hey, welcome, guys. Sorry, kind of hard to reach out while I was doing. Welcome name? Okay. I can try to get good, but I won't have a whole lot against Steve. As you can see, I don't really do well against either. Other than kind of playing campy, for lack of a better word. I don't know how to approach that matchup. But in general, I usually don't mind giving advice. Well, the link is me, but cool. You don't want to play me? Well, then, hopefully you don't win. But I do have bad news for you. There's like 4 links in the arena, so you're gonna get used to fighting Link here. Or you can leave. Doesn't matter. All I really ask is that you're not toxic. I don't care how you play as long as it's optimal. I mean, I was gonna say, honestly, I do struggle against Chimes and Incineroar. I do have a bad shielding habit, and he calls it out a lot with his grab. So you weren't wrong there. But again, I think he's gonna come into the same issue with a lot of other characters with him being slow. Grab's gonna help, but I don't know how much if he's gonna have to constantly be on the offensive. I mean, like I said, I can't fault Steve because Link is pretty similar. But whenever you're one of these characters that wants your opponent to be more aggressive and be the one approaching, it really sucks when you're pretty slow. Incineroar's saving grace against me a lot of the time is revenge and then just grabs. Time catches a lot of my landings or my shielding habits. So once he gets in, he makes it count. But that might be a little harder with Steve just because of how much quicker Steve is. Alright, look, Haku's back. Incineroar? Is it Incineroar or? Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess it's just back to back. Links and Incineroars. About all Cade's getting. Again, Cade, sorry, but I feel like that's my best way of playing against you. I know it's not the funnest to play against, but it's the only real answer I have for Steve a lot of the time. It's like a lesser extent version of Mac, where I don't really feel comfortable challenging you up close. At least you were patient. I was wondering what was going to happen first. Well, see, that's the thing. Usually I play not a super aggressive Link, but I do play more aggressive with Link. It's just certain matchups, Steve, Mac, to a lesser extent, me, Gunner. I try to have to play a little bit more campy, for lack of a better word. GG's. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, Steve's never been my strong suit since he came out. You're good. I think I can kind of infer what you're trying to say on the first time, and you just wait to clarify. But yeah, like Steve. Let's see. Game & Watch is another one, and Snake. They're hard for me. My thing with Game & Watch is, you would think for how long the game's been out, and since obviously I've been playing since release, and as much as I do play, I would remember bucket reflects, you know, boomerang. No, I keep thinking, alright, I'm just gonna throw out boomerang as a pressure tool, and then it gets reflected right back at me. And he does good up close. He's also pretty safe too, so it's a little harder for me to actually punish him. I don't know about for you. For me, I feel like Link in general, and mine specifically, excels more in ledge trapping and edge guarding. So, characters with atypical recoveries or good options to kind of just negate that portion or get around it easier also make it a lot harder for me. Like, take DDD, for example. I fight DDD fairly often. In the community, we have quite a few DDDs. And it's not so much that I struggle to, you know, hit them or get in or get good damage, it's just I can't confirm the kill because of their atypical recovery and then the armor coming up. So I have to rely on an actual raw smash, or not smash, but just hit. So I would say you actually might be, I don't know if you're available tomorrow, Name. You might be interested in it. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to go back into training mode for a little bit before like the first half of stream. And just kind of tighten a lot of my inputs that I've been missing a lot. Like, I've been dropping wave bounce boomerangs into arrows or just not doing them at all. And then going through a lot of Link's bread and butter combos, just combos in general. So you might be able to get something out of that. And then the second half we'll be doing the same thing, viewer battles. But I figure I need a training session again. It's been a while, and I have had people ask me recently. Okay. I was just saying, tomorrow's gonna be another training session. I'm gonna go through all of Link's bread and butters, all of his inputs, combos, and just general playstyle to tighten my own. But while I'm doing it, I'll be explaining what they are, the inputs you need. If you drop it, this is probably what's going wrong, kind of thing. Like Nair trains, I don't go for them because I'm not confident enough with them. I can do them in training mode fairly often, offline, a little bit easier than offline, or online. I always drop them online. But honestly, they're not, I appreciate the follow name. They're not worth it a lot of the time.
Allow me to demonstrate.
There's probably better options you could do. Well, thanks for hanging out, Cade. Like I said, it was probably not the funnest matchups for you, but it's a good refresher on Steve. Have a good night, man. I see how it is, time. Or not time. Ty. So there is also some resources. I'm sure you've already seen them. Name. But if you haven't, in the Discord I have some character guides and I have a lot of the resources I used for when I was learning Link. You can, if you want, you can also check that out and see if there's anything new there. Welcome, Burger King. All I really ask is that you're not toxic, man. Have a good time. Have fun. You know, just everybody's here to have fun, so feel free to join. I will say, name a big thing I've noticed, which might be beneficial in certain situations, but you don't really use Nair all that much. You prefer to run away, for lack of a better word, and then throw out a boomerang to cover behind you. But like, you're not really using Nair to land or edge guard. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really pay too much attention to it. I think the bar has been pretty low recently, but I don't really talk about politics too much, so. I know some people get annoyed, like, why do you not care about politics, but. Yeah. It just usually leads into arguments that, you know. No, you're good. I'm not saying you necessarily can't. As long as the discussions are civil, I don't really care. I'm just saying I don't have much of an opinion. There's, you know, things he could do better, things he could do worse. Out of the two options, yeah, that'd be the one I would have to have chose, but I didn't vote, so I don't really have a voice to complain if it was bad. See, Violet for Link, it's an interesting one because a lot of the time I want to outspace you a little bit, outrange you a lot. Violet doesn't care about that for a lot of situations. So like if you play patient and kind of just forward air, short hop forward air away from me, it becomes a lot harder because you kind of stuff out my approaches. If I had to kill one well-loved celebrity, well, which ones are still loved? I know that opinion has shifted within probably the last 10 years of who's good and who's not. I guess from a is it pragmatic? Is that the right word? You know, from a non-emotional standpoint, with pure logic, I'd probably get rid of somebody who was already old because they've lived a good amount of their life already. Yeah, got the Rigu up. No recovery. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't like to get rid of any of them, but if I had to, I would feel worse about getting rid of somebody who's fairly young, because they still have their whole life ahead of them. Yep. I shouldn't get up attack you. It works a lot because of how much range it has, but Byleth's one of those characters that's definitely going to outrange it. Again, I shouldn't get up attack. Oh, I messed the bomb recovery. Oh well, GG's.
No hesitation.
Playing handheld. Oh. See, I don't necessarily hate handheld. I've said it before. That's how I learned parry, so I'm fine with it. But I do prefer the GameCube controller. Let me just turn around this way, because the mic's in the way. I'm just gonna use... Okay, yeah, no worries. I mean, play whoever you want. I should probably be going out to edgeguard Byleth a little bit more. The cover is pretty linear. So usually if I kind of just nair off stage, a lot of the time it'll catch it. I've just got to be worrying about planking or trading and getting stage spiked. You know, I never get Link when I play random. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't play random a lot, but every time I do, it's never Link. The closest I've got to somebody that I actually like playing at random is usually like a Falcon or a Roy or a Chrom. More often than not, it's characters like Peach or Rosalina. Somebody I have no idea how to play, and my actual fundamentals aren't the best, so when they don't have Link's tools, I kind of fall apart. I can't play Olimar. One of my mods, who is not here right now because he's busy, I guess, he always makes me play Olimar. Redeems his points for it, and then he'll make me play without Pikmin, so I have like 2 moves, as far as I know. It never goes well, but that's the extent of my practice with Olimar. Well, actually, I guess Z dropping a bomb is safer than Nair, but Nair is a bit bigger on the actual falling hitbox. Just a heads up, guys. It is 10:40 here. I'm probably gonna stop at around 11:15. So we got like 30-40 minutes. I feel like you just don't enjoy fighting projectiles very much. Easy. Is that how you say that? Useless? If it's not, blame a Southern education. It's not the best. You know, English is hard sometimes. Oh, it was almost a good edge guard. GG's.
I live to fight again.
See, I don't understand how you guys play multiple characters. Like I said, it doesn't end well for me. Fighting Byleth? I don't think Ty was being exceptionally obnoxious with how he was playing Byleth. He's playing pretty normal. Keeps calling out the side views. Interesting, I didn't think he was going to have enough time to counter it, but he still did. See, I don't understand how you play Marth, man. He's too damn floaty for me. If I have to play a Swordy, I've said it before, I'm probably gonna play Chrom or Roy just because of the speed. Try not to taunt and teabag, Hawkins. I don't want anybody getting upset here. You know what it is. You've been here before.
I live to fight again.
Did he? I didn't notice it. If you did, sorry. But, just a reminder, guys. There's no need for any of it. We're just trying to have fun. Honestly, with Incineroar, I can't tell what's a taunt and what's just Incineroar being his flashy, I'm gonna hit you and taunt automatically kind of thing. I mean, that's part of the reason why I just prefer not taunting, because it's hard to get subtext from it. It's easy to get it confused. Yeah, unless it's like both people at the beginning of a match or something, or a very obvious like we both SD'd kind of thing. And typically I would just try to avoid it if possible. Like I said, it's easy for it to get misconstrued, and like I said, it's not a big deal. I just wouldn't want somebody to get upset or have a miscommunication happen, so I usually avoid it. There's quite enough toxic nonsense on Elite Smash or pretty much anywhere else on Twitch or Smash. Now see, I know for a fact Time hates fighting Link. So if he wins, at least, as much as Diddy is interesting, for lack of a better word, to fight, he won't be having the best of times either. back there. I still don't understand why people think Lucina and to a lesser extent Marth are one of Link's worst matchups. I don't typically think that, wow, this matchup is really hard whenever I fight him. I feel like it's pretty even give and take. If they have to deal with my walling and then some of my moves, but you know, they're pretty safe and they've got better range. What? I mean, if you want to leave, that's fine, but I'm confused what happened in chat. But yeah, same for teabagging. Like I said, it's not that big of a deal. You see, it's just something I prefer. It's not like I'm gonna pick you or ban you for the first time or something like that. Obviously, like for teabagging and stuff, there is subtext you can do there. Like say somebody hits you with a Falcon Punch and you teabag, be like, alright, you know, teabag once or twice because that was a good read or something like that, instead of typing it in chat. But that's kind of few and far between, typically. You know what I mean? Did you ever hide food in your pants? Like Napoleon Dynamite? No, I never hid food in my pants. I was a fairly picky eater, I still am though, so typically I would just finish what I liked and threw away everything else. I'm not that big of a foodie. My fiance is. I could see her doing that, but I know some people might consider it a blasphemous opinion. But if I could just take like one pill and it give me all of the nutrition that I needed to do for that whole day, I would much rather do that than eat. I'm not really that into food. I just kind of eat it because I have to. There is good food, don't get me wrong, but I'm lazy, so I think I'd take the pill option. Ever drunk Bailey's? No, never drunk Bailey's out of a shoe. I've never had the urge to intake any liquids out of a shoe. Typically, when it came to my... I don't drink anymore, because I'm older than I look, and it's to the point where the mornings after suck a lot more. So, the cost-reward kind of ratio isn't that much. But usually we just did stuff like King's Cup, beer pong. Oh boy. Alright, I have a lot of experience fighting Mii Gunner, if I have to, but, oh, it's Trump. I mean, if that's the roleplay you want to go for, a little questionable, but I guess. But yeah, what I was gonna say is, it's not exactly the most exciting match to watch because it just becomes a lot of me having to navigate their projectiles. Is this? I forgot which one of you said it. Is this the person that was talking about Joe Garden? Because there's a theme going on here. Or do we just happen to get a trump from somebody else? I mean, that's fine. I mean, like I said, just figure out how to deal with it and go from there. I can't say anything because I do mash a lot. Most of the time, I'm not actively registering what my opponent's doing. I'm going through my flow chart of just usual Link shenanigans that work. I just mash Nair more than a projectile, but still, I'm no better. I'm gonna assume up B wouldn't kill there. Could have grabbed, but I don't know what Marth's grab options are. That's another thing. Anytime I play somebody who doesn't have a good up B out of shield, I forget like what my other options are, so I don't know what to do whenever somebody does like a dash attack on my shield. And that's not good for Link. That should be your go-to half the time. It sounds stupid, but there's a reason why so many Links mash Nair. There's a lot of matchups where it just works more than it should. Good conversion. Interesting. I thought you were gonna up smash, not forward smash, but I guess it works. Like, take matchups like Min Min, for example. For whatever reason, don't understand it, but I'm not going to complain about it. Nair will go through both arms. You can Nair through her main wall option. Without that one move, the matchup would be a decent amount harder. So typically you can just land with Nair there and be fine. Just gotta be patient, be careful here. GG's. You almost brought it back. It's unfortunate at that point. Well, thanks for hanging out, Haku. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, man. Alright. The same to you, Burger King. See, like that was supposed to be a boomerang. I guess I couldn't grab that. I keep misinputting my boomerangs to like either behind me or just as arrow. Oh, okay, that worked. So what happened? Did you disconnect too? I thought you quit. That's why I didn't wait. I appreciate the follow, Burger King. Oh, GG's, man. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, I thought you were done for the night. Oh, look, it's Launcher. I remember that. I say this every time I've seen them. I remember them, but I don't remember them. Oh, thank you. Yes, Ty, this is my favorite. However, like I said, whenever I played Nitro, I learned that the winner of the Link Ditto is whoever stays grounded and attacked second. Honestly, didn't know which one I was there, but okay, I guess that's... Oh, you should know, Ty. Link doesn't grab. His grab's terrible. Now that's something that you do that I don't, and I should. You do follow up your grab, or your bomb with a grab, and I don't. Alright, No Name. Well, thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Have a good night. No, that's. I was gonna try to do that to you. Oh well, GG's. Oh wait, my weight's over here. So many damn points. Yeah, just a heads up, guys. I know I said it earlier, we got about 10-15 minutes left. So, probably do like 1 or 2 more rotations. I think that the biggest thing with Big Link is, whereas Young Link has a lot of combos and a little bit more annoying zonering, once Big Link gets you off stage, it's a little bit harder, and then if you trade with Young Link, you're most likely fine. Or you can at least outrange him. Big Link has a good amount of range, he's got good shield options, and then a lot of the time, if he gets one stupid random stray hit and you're already at a good amount for having to deal with Boomerang, Bomb, and just other nonsense, that's all he needs. I think Toon Link is just weird. Like, if you don't know how to fight Toon Link and you're expecting regular or Young Link, that's where it'll mess you up. He's got some interesting interactions that goes on. But yeah, Link in general has a lot of just kind of weird, janky nonsense, and it's just amplified by the Ditto. See, I never trust that combo. I think I don't count Big Link for matchups because, like I said, the Ditto has its own problems. But out of the 2 other Links, I feel like Toon Link is the harder one because I don't know how to fight him. Whereas Young Link is harder to deal with, but I know more of what they're going to do. It is, but a lot of the time, by the time I hit the first back air, it's either too late, or I don't expect the one of them to hit. And I think it depends on the character too, doesn't it? If they DI out and which character. Because I've done it in the lab, which is how I found out in order to keep it true on certain characters, you have to fast fall just a little bit. If you do like a standing back air, into back air again, you have to fast fall somewhere around between that and the up B to actually connect with all of them on certain characters. At least according to the combo meter. Which, I don't remember the exact specifics, but isn't there something about, like, even if it doesn't say it's true on the combo meter, there's a little bit of leeway? So some things that don't show up as true are true? Which, again, I don't have the training mod pack, so there's no DI factored in. But as far as the raw combo itself, I could be wrong, but I thought I remembered reading something about that on like the subreddit, which whoever said it could be full of shit too, so there's already that possibility. Like I said, Game & Watch is always a hard matchup for him, because I feel like he gets to... Well, he does, but he gets to get away with kind of a lot of things that some other characters wouldn't be able to. Like active mode is up B, so just up B to safety with no real disadvantage there. And then he's got good hitboxes too. Look at that. M's on Fortnite, not on Smash, of course. These kids in their Fortnite.
Mr. Game & Watch wins.
It throws me off with your name in chat not being the same one as on Smash. I was like, Launcher is familiar, but I don't remember who that was. I remember MSK too, so it's like, I just don't remember that that's the same person. Hey, I appreciate the follow, Brett. Welcome. Oh, the turtle. No, it still got me. I thought I was gonna go too low for it. See what I mean? Like, I can't punish that. Oh, it's a bot. Damn it. That's a shame. Or, not a bot, but even if it's not, you know, it's one of those. Really, just slightly too short to actually have to tech. I can't read what you said, Ty. I'm sorry, I really have to focus here. Game & Watch is already hard for me, and this is not a good thing to have to try to come back from. Well, it's supposed to be an up tilt, but I guess up smash works. Oh, that dragged me down. Ah, damn. GG's.
Mr. Game & Watch wins.
I thought I was gonna be able to hit, like... Oh, I didn't expect you were gonna do forward air either. Tomorrow, Ty. So I'll probably start around 4:35 p.m. Give you guys context. It's 11:12 here. So we'll do one more rotation. When it gets back to me, we'll be done. But yeah, so like probably 4 or 5. I mean, yeah, I didn't expect fair. I expected another attack, but I thought I'd be able to punish it fast enough. But yeah, I guess dragged down and then exploded. I expect the first half of tomorrow to be pretty slow, if I'm being honest, because yeah, a lot of it's just, you know, me going through inputs and combos, but not exactly the funnest thing to watch unless you're trying to learn things or you're interested in that too. I have the inputs and the list, I haven't done them in such a long time. That's why I need to go back into training mode. I got them down fairly well. Never used them, kind of just did what I wanted that was a little safer. And now I'm so rusty on them that if I don't go back, I'm not gonna be able to do them reliably. And I'm also, like I said, I'm dropping simple inputs like my wave bounce ring. I end up doing wave bounce B reverse instead, or not B reverse, B, which again shouldn't be a thing, but it's because I need to go back and tighten the inputs. I've got sloppy. I get the items reference. He made a new video recently. I think I watched it, but like, I don't know. It didn't seem like, it didn't seem to have the same magic as it used to. It took me a long time to actually be able to get wave bounce reliably, but I'm suffering from the same problem that you'll find a lot of people do when they learn new tech. I'm using it in situations I shouldn't. I'm doing it just to do it because I learned it and now I want to do it. Now what I can't do, I don't know why, because it should be the same input. There's nothing new about it. But I cannot do wave bounce ring from ledge. Every time I try, I just jump off and boomerang the other way. But I think that's why sometimes whenever I do the no projectile link days, I do a lot better, because I have to, one, slow down on my inputs, so I'm not throwing things out for no reason, but also like like I said, it eliminates that. I'm not throwing things out for no reason. I'm actually paying attention to what I was doing and playing safer instead of throwing out boomerang when I shouldn't be. Boomerang is kind of a safety blanket thing that I have. Like, it's a constant hitbox. Let me throw it out real quick. But, you know, it's what, 27 frames? It takes fucking forever to come out. And a lot of matchups, I get punished for throwing boomerang more than it works, because I keep doing it at bad times. It does make the matchup harder, but I make less mistakes and get hit doing stupid stuff less whenever I eliminate projectiles. Yeah, well, so ties will be the last. Let me go ahead and go to the spectator stand. Yeah, sorry, MSK. It's getting late. I was supposed to get off like 15 minutes ago. What are Game & Watch's bad matchups? I imagine he wins most of them. He's got like, what, 3 or 4? I'm assuming it's somebody like Pikachu. Somebody that also has really good matchups. It's also not an excuse, but I do tend to go for stupid stuff on streams, I've noticed, and it's starting to affect how I play like offline at tourneys. Because I get away with stupid things sometimes in here. Not necessarily today, but there are some days where I'll throw out the stupidest idea or go for something that makes no sense, and it'll work more than it should, and then that starts to become a habit. So whenever I went to my local last time, I didn't get to play any friendlies before, so I think both of my first 2 matches I lost, and I SD'd trying to do stupid things during, just out of muscle memory, which, you know, that's my fault for not thinking, but it didn't help. It wasn't until like my first match of Amateurs Bracket that I kind of woke up essentially to like, oh, okay, I need to actually play for real and stop throwing out boomerang and trying to go for up view, like, scoops and stuff on the ledge. There's not much you could have done there. Maybe if you had both the jumps, but yeah. Well, like I said, that's part of the problem is I don't think, I just throw it out. There's countless times that I'll throw out boomerang, and immediately after I do the input, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't do that. I just got punished for throwing out boomerang. And I wish I could say that that stops me, but no. No, immediately after, I throw it out again, because, you know, why not just do the same option over and over again? Like I said, I'm a tactical genius. Eventually, you won't expect me to do it the 10th time, because you'll think surely I'll have learned. Alright, this is gonna be the last match, guys. And then, hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow. If not, it's all good. Like I said, it'll be the trading and the viewer battles the second half. So, we'll at least be playing later on in the day.
3, 2, 1, go!
I'm assuming that was fast enough that you wouldn't have been able to grab it. That looked pretty damn quick. I know this up B is pretty fast. Really, Ty? There. You deserve that. I think that's the hardest part about this matchup is just how safe a lot of Game & Watch's stuff is. That for other characters, you would think in that situation like, oh, okay, cool, I can do this, I'll punish it. But it doesn't necessarily work out that way in this matchup a lot of the time. What's the rules for bomb? Like, when does it not explode? When does it explode? I know sometimes I can hit it and it won't explode. Is it just if he does it too early? Because I'm assuming the explosion hitbox doesn't come out until a certain amount of frames after. See what I mean though, like it's a little bit harder to edge guard him because Bucket kind of negates bomb and he can go pretty damn low and make it back just fine. But then there's situations like that where a move that looks like it should be punishable, but it's not. Like down air, it looks like something you should be able to punish pretty easily, but it doesn't always work out. I guess the answer there to edge guarding is going to be patient and kind of run off nair. Good bomb recovery. If you can wait out when he up Bs and time it right. But again, that relies on you getting the timing for it. It does have. Does it have invincibility or is it just armor on the FB? See, you're better at the bomb recoveries than I am. I can't do the instant ones like that. If I don't have a jump or get him out of space, I can't bomb recover. But alright guys, that's gonna be it. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow. If not, no biggie. I'll see you later. Have a good night guys.